All right, welcome back. Anybody in the crowd want removable doors for their Rangers, Bronco 2s, or Explorers? Raise your hand. Yes? How about some tube doors, some half doors? Anybody? Anybody? All right, stay tuned. Okay, welcome back. The next project for the Mutt is I am going to convert my doors to being removable. I know I've seen some other people out there with Rangers and Bronco 2s that have done it. I've never looked into how they've done it. I have enough parts here to basically figure this out on my own, so I'm going to walk you through on me figuring this out as I go. And what we're going to do is, first step of this project is we're going to make these doors removable. Couple reasons why. First reason why is because I'm a fat ass. Getting this thing inside my trailer is a real pain in the butt because once it's in the trailer, I can only open the door about this far, and it makes it really hard for me to squeeze my ass out of this thing. So my thinking is if I can have the door completely gone off the truck, hanging on the wall of the trailer, this is going to make it a lot easier for me to load and unload this truck by myself. Two, obviously I can just remove the doors and have it all open, and that'll make the interior a lot cooler, a lot more airflow through the interior. That'll be nice. But ultimately I'm also going to make a set of half tube doors, and those will be something a little more comfortable, lower on the arm. I can lean out, I can see a little bit better. I'm thinking something down around this height right here. So none of this will be here. So that's kind of what I'm thinking for this. I got the tubing bender, I got the tube, I have a bunch of extra parts here. So let me show you what I got and what I think my plan's going to be. All right, so I've been collecting parts for this for a little while now. I actually have, not counting the door hinges that are on the truck now, I have 2 complete sets of door hinges, top and bottom, to play with here. I also picked up a set of factory strikers, the latch mechanisms for off a set of Ranger doors, all the linkages, the lock mechanism, and even the interior releases. So I don't know exactly how I'm going to make them work. I don't even know if I will be able to make them work. But I have them, and I'm going to try to utilize those so they'll kind of operate like a factory door when I build the tube versions of them. So what I'm going to do is I've already dissected one hinge. I cut out, ground off one of the pins, drove it out, separated this, and I think I know what I'm going to do as far as how I'm going to make these kind of pin together real easy. So I got to run down to Tractor Supply and look for some parts. And then the next thing is I got to remove the door off the truck and get those hinges off, and I will swap those out for the new modified ones if everything works the way I think it will. And then that'll be step one. If I can make these doors easily removable by myself, and then we'll carry on to the tube doors section. Okay, so I took the hinge. Obviously I drove out the pin like I showed you. I just had to open up this just slightly with a nice fresh 3/8 drill bit. I just grabbed a 3/8 bolt for now. I ran down to Tractor Supply, trying to get some of their 3/8 by 3-inch long hitch pins. Of course, They were completely out of stock, so I just ordered some off Amazon. But just by opening up the brass bushings to 3/8, open up the hole in the hinge to 3/8, now this can slide in and out. This will be attached to the door. This is bolted to the body. So this is how the door will come off the body. Like I said, eventually this will be a hitch pin that I can just pull right out. And that should work pretty good. So now I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to convert the other 3 to the same setup. And once those are done, then I'll go ahead, I will pull the door off the truck, and then I will swap these hinges on, and we'll see how that works. All right, I got the hinges modified with the temporary pins. Cleaned them up, hit them with some good Tractor Supply farm paint, and let them dry up. And now I think I'm gonna go and remove the doors. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and remove the bolts for the door hinges go into the A-pillar. Fortunately for me, I thought I was gonna have to remove the whole front clip to get to this, but it appears that with no fender liners and my clearance fenders, that everything's easy to get to right here. So I got the door shut, it's latched. I'll go ahead and I'll pull the 6 bolts out for the hinges, and then I'll just go ahead and release the door and pull it off. So that it should be as easy as that. All right, that's one hinge off. Okay, I got the 6 hinges out of the A-pillar. The door already dropped down, so I'm gonna go ahead and pop the latch, pull the door off. All right. Okay. Excuse me. So the nice thing is now that my hinges are removable, 2 pieces, the part that bolts to the A-pillar, I can go ahead, just bolt it back on, hopefully line it up with the marks that I have there, and I won't have to deal with the tight clearances back there. So those will be on. Then I just got to put the other half on the door, again, hopefully lining up everything with the marks that are already on the door. The alignment will be hopefully super close, and the door will slide right back on. So we'll do a little bit of cleaning in here and get those hinges off the door. And when the paint's dry on the new ones, I'll get those on. So on the door, I went ahead, I traced around the old hinges, or the original ones on there. Pulled those off, set them aside, and now I have the new modified hinges. I have these bolted on, and they're just literally just held in with these 3/8 bolts right now until my 3/8 hitch pins show up. So now I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to put the door back in the door opening, and I'm going to get the hinges bolted up, get everything lined up with the cab. I'll tighten down the bolts and the A-pillar, make sure the door still works and functions like it should. And then it'll just be a matter of pulling those bolts out, pulling the door off, and see how I can manage that by myself. Hopefully the hitch pins will make it a little bit easier, but still waiting for those to show up. So anyway, it's pretty good so far. Got the modified hinges all cleaned up and painted. I went ahead, I put new bushings in them, drilling them out to 3/8 so everything slides together nice and easy. If you need new bushings, I just bought this Dorman. There's a part number. I just basically bought it for the bushings. The pins I'm not going to use, obviously, but for some new bushings anyway. So that's where we're at now. Okay, so here are the hinges with the hitch pins I've been waiting for. I got 2 different styles. I got this style. This was just a little bit too hard to get through. So I think these are going to work. One drops in from the top. This one's got to go up from the bottom because you can't get it in through there. It's not a straight shot. Not a big deal. So these will just lay inside. So now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to see if I can manhandle this up there by myself and get the bolt started. So wish me luck, or at least enjoy the entertainment. Okay, door's latched. Okay. So, it's in there. So now, should probably shove something underneath here to get the door, front door edge up. So that's aligned at least. Then I can just focus on the hinges. Yes, that's what I shall do. Stay. Okay, I got all 6 bolts started. I used actually, it's not even holding now, but anyway, this cardboard I just kind of used as a shim. Held the door up. This side has always had a terrible gap. Right here, there's just something with this. This is a reproduction fender. It's like it was too short to begin with. But this looks pretty good. This line right here is pretty consistent. So I'm gonna just snug all of these up, and then I'll see how the door works. I'll just tighten up. I'll tighten up 1 bolt per hinge, and then I'll see how it works. And if the alignment's good, then I can go back and tighten the other ones. One that kind of backed out. Well, let's see how it works. Okay, here we go. As soon as I opened it, it sagged down, so they weren't tight enough. Yeah, we gotta tighten those up a lot more. Yeah, tighten them up right there. Okay, that should work. So I had to go back and make a modification, and I had to remove the brass bushings for the pins. Those were in here. So for the other side, I'm going to remove those. It was just, the tolerances was just too tight. When I put the door on, I got the pins in, but then I could not get the pins back out. They were just too bound up. So I needed a little bit of play somewhere, so I chose the part that bolts to the door. I removed those pins. Now, there's the upper pin. There's the lower. There's just a little bit of, if I can see, a little bit of play when the door is open, but shut the door. The gap looks as good as it did before. And let's remove it. Okay. Open the door. I'm gonna pull the top pin. That one comes right out. The bottom one. Obviously, this would be a lot easier with 2 people, which I probably won't do this by myself too many times. It's just Might be just a little bit too much for just me by myself. But bam! Doors removed. All right, now let's put it on. I'm still trying to figure this out. All right. Top one's on. And the bottom one. Bottom one's on. Voila. Okay. So that part's done. Now I just got to do the same thing on the other side of the truck. I'll spare you that. So then next thing is to pull the door back off and start figuring out how to build the tube door. But step one of the process complete. Okay, so this is how I ended up doing the final configuration on the hinges. I basically, the ones that go on the A-pillar, again, I bought 3/8 hitch pins, okay? 3/8 hitch pin, though, is not 3/8 hole. It's actually, hold on here. So there's 3/8, it doesn't fit. So you want, go get yourself a nice fresh, can you read it? 2564 drill bit. Go get yourself a nice new fresh one. Then basically you're gonna drill out these brackets that go on the A-pillar of the truck. So these just drop right through. And then, like I said, I just removed the brass bushings from this part of the hinge. And it all goes together just like this. Nice and simple. So that's what you want to end up with. I did buy some of these hitch pins. Didn't really, the ball part still made it a little more difficult. Maybe I'll try it again, but these, I like these the way they capture it. These seem to be a little more secure, but either way you want to go. But that's how I did it. Super simple. All right, well that's going to do it for this video. I think I changed my mind. I think these modifications, this part alone is worthy of its own video. Just making the doors removable. One thing I didn't address, I didn't think about till afterwards, but right up here you have the wiring to go up to your dome light. I'm gonna have to put some kind of kill switch. Just put a simple toggle switch in the power wire going to the dome light, so when the door is off, if your pins are still functional, your dome light's not on all the time. So I'm gonna have to put I'll hide a little switch over here somewhere. I can kill the power to that. Not a big deal. You guys that got the Gen 2 trucks or even Gen 1 trucks that got power windows, power locks. The Gen 2 trucks have speakers in them. All that wiring in the A-pillar, you're going to have to figure out on your own. You'll have to cut that wiring and put them on a weather pack that you can reach in there and just undo real quick. That's on you to figure out. Luckily for me, mine's all full manual, so there's no wiring in my doors whatsoever. So that was easy enough. So yeah. Anyway, that's it for this video. Stick around. There'll be a part 2 to this on just the tube doors, on how I'm going to build those and make them function. Hopefully that turns out as good as I have it in my mind anyway. So that's it. Make sure you like it, subscribe, leave me a comment below, give me an LOL for that struggle fest I had here. I swear to God I didn't plan that. That was me figuring out in real time how to hang these doors back on there. So yeah, it is what it is. So anyway, hopefully we'll see you on the next one. Bye.